Then let me ask you, let's strip away the word alone. Did you terminate or participate in any discipline of any FBI employee in whole or in part because of their work on an investigation of Donald Trump or January 6th? Yes or no?
What you just heard is Senator Adam Schiff asking FBI Director Kash Patel one of the most important questions in this entire hearing. And we're about to watch what happens when the director of the FBI refuses to answer it with a straight yes or no. Let's get into it together.
But the Comey FBI failed to review the evidence at the time. After nearly a decade in the shadows, this information has now come to light thanks to Dr. Patel, or Director Patel. Senator Schiff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Patel, during your confirmation hearing, you made several important commitments. For instance, you told Senator Coons there will be no politicization at the FBI. There'll be no retributive actions taken by any FBI should I be confirmed as FBI director. So let me ask you very specifically, did you ever take any action to terminate or discipline an FBI agent or employee in whole or in part as retribution for being part of an investigation of Donald Trump or January 6th?
No.
You also committed, you assured Senator Blumenthal, all FBI employees will be protected against political retribution. So you're testifying today that you played no role in the firing of even a single FBI agent for political retribution.
None for political retribution.
And if any FBI agent said you did, they would be lying. Is that your testimony?
I'm only speaking to my actions. Everybody is allowed to make their allegations.
Oh, no, these are allegations against you.
And
so, Mr. Patel, if FBI, senior FBI agents or employees said that you were firing them for political retribution reasons because of the cases they were assigned, you're saying they would be lying. Is that
anyone that was terminated at the FBI was done so for failing to meet the standards, uphold their constitutional oath, and effectuate the mission.
Well, by meet the standards, are you talking about meet the standards of protecting the president under any circumstance?
No.
You also guaranteed Senator Blumenthal that every FBI employee will be held to the same, absolute same standard. No one will be terminated for case assignments. Are you testifying today that you never terminated anyone at the FBI in whole or in part because of a prior case assignment?
No one at the FBI is terminated for case assignments alone.
Well, I'm asking about you, Mr. Patel. Did you, in whole or in part, terminate anyone at the FBI because they worked on the Trump investigation or because they worked on January 6th?
No one at the FBI has been terminated for case assignments alone.
Okay, you're saying alone. Does that mean they were terminated in part because they were assigned to a January 6th case or assigned to the Mar-a-Lago case? You're being very precise here, Mr. Patel. You're saying alone. That means they were fired in part because they were assigned those cases. Is that your testimony?
Absolutely not. But if you want to keep putting words in my mouth,
then let me ask you, let's strip away the word alone. Did you terminate or participate in any discipline of any FBI employee in whole or in part because of their work on an investigation of Donald Trump or January 6th? Yes or no?
Any terminations at the FBI by employees?
No, I'm asking you a very specific question.
And I'm going to answer the question, but you don't like the answer because it's the truth and it guts your narrative.
I want an answer to my question. I don't want an answer to someone else's question. So let me just be precise, and I ask for a yes or no answer. Did you ever terminate or discipline an FBI employee in whole or in part because they had been assigned or worked on an investigation of Donald Trump or January 6th?
FBI employees are only terminated if they fail to uphold their ooths of office and duty.
You're not answering my question.
I don't have to answer your question yes or no because you're setting up a trap so you can have a media narrative.
I'm not setting up a trap.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Unless it's true that you fired people.
People have been terminated at the FBI who failed to uphold the standards that the FBI requires them to uphold.
Did you tell anyone at the FBI that all FBI employees who they identified who had worked on cases against President Trump would be removed from their jobs? Did you tell that to someone at the FBI?
Say that I would remove people for case assignments?
That you would that people that were identified as having worked on cases against President Trump would be removed from their jobs. Did you tell that to someone at the FBI?
People are not removed for
Just
case
answer my question.
assignments.
Just answer my question. Did you tell that to
People
someone?
are not removed for case
No,
assignments.
you're not answering my question.
And I would
Mr.
never
Patel,
tell anyone.
Did you tell someone at the FBI that FBI employees identified as having worked on cases against President Trump would be removed from their jobs? Yes or no, did you tell someone that?
I would never tell anyone at the FBI that they're being removed for basically their case assignments.
Okay, so anyone who had said that would be lying. Is that your testimony?
Anyone can say whatever they want.
No, I know, but you're saying they were a liar.
I'm telling you what I said.
Because this is in the complaint against you, Mr. Patel. So you're saying Mr. Driscoll and others are liars?
I'm not going to address the complaint and the ongoing
Okay, well then let me ask you, have you ever told anyone at the FBI that the FBI tried to put the president in jail and he hasn't forgotten it, and that your job depended on the removal of agents who worked on cases against the president?
No.
Did you ever tell anyone that?
No.
Okay. Did you ever tell anyone that you knew these summary firings you were undertaking were illegal, likely illegal, and that you would be sued and later deposed? Did you ever tell anyone that?
No firings at the FBI or terminations were done for anything other than justified
Did you ever
cause.
tell anyone that, Mr.
No,
Patel? Why don't you
no
answer my question?
terminations at the FBI were ever done in my tenure for anything other than failing
Did you ever
to
tell
uphold
anyone
their
that,
oath of
Mr.
their
Patel? You willing to
office
answer
or
the
their-
question?
The FBI.
Okay, let's talk about everything you just watched, because I think a lot of people are going to miss how carefully Kash Patel chose every single word in that exchange. Schiff started by reminding Patel of his own commitments. At his confirmation hearing, Patel promised no politicization at the FBI, no retributive actions, every employee held to the same absolute standard, no one terminated for case assignments. Those were his words, under oath, to the Senate. And Schiff just spent that entire exchange trying to get Patel to confirm he kept those promises. And watch what Patel did every single time. He never said no. He said, no one at the FBI is terminated for case assignments alone. Alone. Schiff caught it immediately. You're saying alone. Does that mean they were fired in part because of their case assignments? And Patel said, absolutely not. But then Schiff stripped the word alone away and asked the same question again. Did you terminate anyone in whole or in part because of their work on Trump investigations or January 6th? And Patel went right back to his talking points. FBI employees are terminated for failing to uphold their oaths. Same answer, different words. Never a straight no. And then Patel said something that I think told you everything. Schiff asked for a yes or no, and Patel said, I'm not giving it to you because you're setting up a trap. You just heard that. The FBI director told a United States senator he won't answer a yes or no question because it's a trap. But here's the thing. If the answer is genuinely no, there is no trap. A trap only works if the answer is yes. And Patel knows that, and Schiff knows that, and everybody watching knows that. Then Schiff asked the questions that came from an actual complaint against Patel. Did you tell anyone at the FBI that the Bureau tried to put the president in jail and he hasn't forgotten it, and that your job depended on removing agents who worked on those cases? Patel said no. Did you tell anyone that the firings were likely illegal and you would be sued and later deposed? Patel said no. And then Schiff asked, so anyone who said you did would be lying? And Patel said, anyone can say whatever they want. Not yes, they would be lying, just anyone can say whatever they want. That's not a denial. That is a man who has been very carefully coached on exactly what words to use and exactly what words to avoid. Because if he says yes, they're lying, and it later comes out they weren't, that's perjury. So instead, he says alone. He says anyone can say whatever they want. He says you're setting up a trap. Every answer is technically not a lie, but also not the truth. And that is exactly what makes this exchange so important. Because these are not hypothetical questions. There is a complaint against Patel. There are named individuals, Mr. Driscoll and others, who have said these things happened. And Patel sat there and refused to say they were lying, refused to answer yes or no, and refused to give a straight answer to any of Schiff's questions. Do you think Patel fired FBI agents for political retribution? Or do you think Schiff was setting a trap? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.